Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwanter and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of continuing our conversation with Patrick Sweeney, President of Caliper, and we talk about the Guinness Brewmaster. What is that?
I'm glad you're asking. This is, as they say in Ireland, if this isn't a true story, I'm not the one who made it up. Okay? This is a story about, now imagine Gerhard, that your name is not Gerhard Schwantner, that your name in fact is Fergal Murray, okay? And you are living in Dublin, and you work at the Guinness Brewery, okay? How good does stuff get? I mean, life is good, right?
Right. I would be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
You would. Everything is clicking. What could be better? Well,
right.
Well, the only thing that gets better for Fergal is the day before St. Patrick's Day, his boss comes over to him, and he says, Fergal, here's what I'd like you to do tomorrow. For St. Patrick's Day, I want you to go around to all the pubs in Dublin, and I want you to tell them you're the Guinness Brewmaster, okay? And he says, what do you mean the Guinness Brewmaster? He says, that's your title. And with your title, you'll be able to do, just tell the great stories that you do. You're a fun storyteller. Show them how to pour the perfect pint. You pour it halfway down and you slam it on the bar, and then you have to pour some more, and it gets that. Tell them about the dark richness that is the mystery of the brew, and that white froth that has to do with the future, and you do that stuff, Fergal. You're wonderful at it. And he said, and talk to the patrons and get behind the bar and talk to the owners and have a great time. And Fergal goes, and you're going to pay me for this? And he goes, yeah, it'll be great. So Fergal goes and he does it, and he does have a great day. In fact, and a lot of the media covered it, and the newspapers and television and radio stations came, and he got a lot of great publicity about it. Well, St. Patrick's Day comes and it goes. And Fergal, who still loved what he was doing, back at the brewery, but he thought, that was so much fun. So he goes to his boss, and he says to his boss, that job you had me do for one day in Dublin on St. Patrick's Day. He said, I don't think it's just one day. I don't think it's just Dublin. He says, Guinness is an international brand. We've got breweries all around the world. He said, I think this is a job where someone will travel around the world year round, being the Guinness Brewmaster. He said, and I think I'm your guy. And that's what Fergal does now. Fergal Murray is the Guinness Brewmaster. He created his own position by taking the kernel of an idea of what his boss had and expanding it. And I love that story, because I think inside of any of the places where we work, there are those opportunities. First of all, I think there's opportunities to look around and see something that someone else might not see. But I think secondly, while most of us may not be able to do what Fergal did, I think we can. We're driving into work and we're thinking, what I want to do, and there's this tinge of excitement because maybe we love coaching. We want to spend a little bit more time with some of the younger people on our staff, or maybe we like organizing projects, and there's one project in particular we want to focus on, or we want to write something. But whatever it is, that talent that we have, oftentimes what happens is we get there and then, one thing leads to the next, and, the day is over and we haven't done any of those things. Well, I think Fergal's message is to start off spending an hour more each day doing that thing that you want to do, that could make a difference.
In essence, we are all born with talents and it's our obligation to recognize them and then learn how to play those instruments that we're born with.
Exactly. And oftentimes we have much more, we really are able to do that in many more ways than we realize.
Right.
It's just recognizing that, opening up the door, and then trying it.
Thank you, Patrick. For anybody who wants to know more about Patrick's company, go to calipercorp.com. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
It's always great fun, Garrett.